TV Radio.
And now, the conclusion of Honorable Discharge with Ron Ripley.
I'll admit it. I'll fuck anything with a heartbeat. As long as it's female.
Which one's he hitting?
Human being.
What if their heartbeat sounded like that? Is that what the heartbeat sounds?
That's what it usually sounds like.
I was going to say, no one said it didn't.
No, that's what their pussy fart smells like, or sounds like when I'm done.
But no, man.
That's pretty gross. That's inappropriate, and I think kind of funny.
Yeah, it was fun.
But no, man. I'd like to get back on there.
You should.
It's for me. You can come up with 1,000 excuses. For me, it's been I've been starting this new job and everything.
Well, I get that.
But
I have to take a break every time I'm in school because it's like I just can't do what I want to do. Like I started this podcast because now I'm like on summer vacation and I have the time I can sit down. But 3 months from now I'll have to.
I do comedy because of school too. School's part of, or comedy's part of the way I just fucking unwind from school.
Well, and you know, and we've talked about it before. It's like I'm using my benefits and stuff, so it's like I have to get A's. You know, like it's my job. I went to Iraq for it. You know, like.
Exactly.
I'd love to tell dick jokes, but I cannot stay out until 3 a.m. every fucking night when I've got exams.
Yeah, that's why I stopped going to this one particular comedy house.
Oh yeah, I know the story.
Because
a lot of people have this similar story.
2 o'clock in the morning, getting off stage to 1 or 2 people is just that's fucking.
You can
ruined.
Do that. I mean, I keep. I did
it for over a year, and I just refuse to do it anymore. When I can do open mics earlier in the night.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. It's like
you gotta get
comedy
to that senior discount, man.
Comedy doesn't have to. There's definitely a wrong way to do it, but there's also there's 10 ways to do it, and 9 of them are right. Don't get locked into thinking there's only 1 or 2 ways to do it.
Yeah, I just keep trying shit, man, every day,
Even if you took a 2-year hiatus to start and get your life together and start some investments or just, stop living in a van or whatever, whatever you have shit to do. You have family, you got friends, life comes up, but,
Well, and I think if you have an eye for it too, even in your hiatus, it's almost kind of like a backup, because
But you also enjoy what you're doing now, though.
Oh, I love what the fuck.
What if you blew up, man? What if you became like Bill Burr after doing comedy for 20 minutes?
That'd be great.
And it's definitely gonna happen. Said no one ever.
No, I mean, whatever happens. I got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of irons in the fire.
Yeah, I'm going to Greece this summer.
He's got axes.
Is that for work or for pleasure?
Well, so my girlfriend, she runs a non-profit organization that helps refugee women in the camps over in Greece.
You're just a fucking bleeding heart, aren't you? Just
boo-hoo. Look at him. Greece, he's going to have a bleeding asshole.
Boom. Look at that. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck you.
You're a kind man. I see it in your eyes.
Fuck you.
You handsome
sir. You're going to need a crowbar to separate Devon from the men.
Aw. In the Greek islands of...
Yeah.
Fucker got me. You got me.
The look on your face was classic.
Ah, shit.
It's like, oops.
That will happen.
I've been find out.
When you've gotten got.
Got. This is how you get got.
But no, getting back to your initial question.
Take us.
I went to boot camp here, and now it's a mall.
And now it's a mall.
Yeah, there's only 2 barracks left. One of them of which was mine. I went to boot camp here in '79.
Oh, at the fucking annex?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is a mall.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 barracks that they use for firefighter training.
Right on.
Firefighter.
Firefighting.
Fire.
Firefighters.
I have a hard time saying that.
Shawn, hold on. I have one word for you. Butter.
You don't like camping?
I like me some butter.
Oh my God,
Going camping. There's gonna be some butter. Mm-hmm. No. I did real well on all my tests and shit.
Smooth transition.
I love
Smooth
it.
transition.
There's no segues with this guy. He's
Fuck
just
that, man. Segue. Fuck that.
Did you ever notice? No, I love it.
No,
because you're a great student. You got came on loudly at your graduation, right?
Some guy named Magnum PI cummed on me loudly.
Yeah, that's pretty slutty.
Mm-hmm.
I got a standing ovation at that fucking commencement, man.
Well, I mean, to be honest, everyone was getting up to go take a shit.
No, it was over. It was over. Everybody was over.
And we're good.
No, we're off track again. Let's get back on the rails here. Yeah.
You were smart. You went to basic here.
I'm not saying I was smart. I did well on the tests, and you don't have to be smart to do well on these tests because a lot of them are mechanical and shit. Anyway, they sent me to nuke school in Orlando. Big mistake.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, Orlando is where the girls go to boot camp.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I dropped out of nuke school within the first 3 weeks.
Was it the rejection?
Are you the first?
I couldn't take the rejection.
Are you the first trans Navy
Yeah.
sailor? They send you to Orlando because you made the...
I made a transcontinental trip to Orlando, yes. That's as trans as I got. No, but I got in a lot of trouble because I love to drink.
Naturally.
I love
it. And you don't drink now.
No, I quit 11 years ago.
Yeah, good for you.
Shit, it'll kill me.
Well, everything.
Or I'll kill myself, or I'll kill 18 people on the fucking 163.
That's right. That's why you ride motorcycles in California.
I'll live through it. I'll live through it. That's the kind of luck I have.
Well.
But anyway, no. Yeah, I had to go to rehab.
Was this in Orlando?
Yeah.
Oh. I hear that's a nice little place to go to rehab.
Oh, it was.
They got a theme park there, I hear.
Yeah.
I would very much appreciate to know where you heard that from.
I think it was Time Out magazine. A great place to go to rehab.
Navy World Orlando.
Isn't that the slogan now?
It's right next
Join the
to,
Navy.
Right
Orlando's
next to
a great
World,
rehab location.
We read in an article that a good place to go for rehab is Orlando.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I hear.
In an article that also featured something about Disney.
Yeah, I mean it's a travel magazine. They want the tourism.
Yeah, they need.
It's all about bringing in dollars, bro.
I
mean, otherwise Florida sucks without rehab or Disney.
Dude, are you kidding
Florida
me?
sucks.
Florida is a national treasure. Florida is a national fucking treasure.
It's the Nicolas Cage of the United States.
Nicolas Cage is also a national treasure.
Two.
Ooh.
I think they should build a wall.
If I didn't have Florida Man memes in my inbox.
What's Florida? Is Florida Man memes something like?
Have you not seen Florida Man memes?
No.
Oh, fucking pull these up right now.
Florida Man.
I demand Trump build a wall across Florida.
Florida Man memes. I'm looking for it.
Let all the immigrants through. Just keep the Floridians there.
Is this a video thing?
Dude, you could probably find a fucking 1,000 things on it. Florida Man memes is amazing.
Florida.
Because there's always these weird fuckers. Like Florida is
Florida Man. I'm just gonna Google Florida.
Oh yeah,
Man.
dude. Yeah.
And oh my fuck. So it's all just images. All right. I'll scroll through these fuckers. Have you ever seen these? There's Shawn McCaw.
No, I haven't.
Florida Man. All right, we can fucking. So that's just like
God!
one image.
Oh, I've seen that face.
Florida Man gets. Oh, so it's googling Florida Man blank. Is that what it is? It's
yes.
It's like if Florida Man gets tired of waiting at hospital, steals ambulance, drives home. Florida Man on drugs kills imaginary friend and turns himself in.
Oh. How much time did he get?
Oh, that's a good question. What did he do? Yeah, did he hang him? How did he hang him? Florida Man arrested for hanging on traffic light and shitting on cars passing underneath. Florida Man wrecks liquor store, blames it on Caterpillar. I can't read that.
Nice hair.
Can't read it, but the picture's good enough.
Holy shit, Charles Manson again.
It looks like Charles Manson was a hippie,
Yeah,
but not like a hippie killer.
Dude, that is definitely Robin Williams in Castaway.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Wilson! Wilson! Seriously, what are you, a volleyball? Oh, you gotta play Wilson! Nanu. Wilson.
See, I can see why people go
Florida
do
man
stupid shit down there, 'cause
burns
that place,
himself dancing
it's
naked around
flat, it's hot.
solstice.
I can see why these people do this stupid shit because
You can see why.
at 5:30.
You can see why man charged with injecting heroin at Florida police station.
Well, yeah, because
You can see
I
why
lived in
Florida man with viral mugshot arrested again. You can see why Florida man kills wife after she refuses to cook hamburger.
The police say
It's the heat.
confirmed by
It's the fucking heat.
You can see why.
You can see why. You can see
Oh
why
my God.
a Florida
For all you guys, I'm
man
just
wanders
reading-
naked through the neighborhood, cold and cooking oil. Erection says he was aroused by the rain. It's better when you sing them.
Now I love that hairdo. Go
I know.
back
All
to
right.
that.
It's
That's
fun.
a badass
Florida.
hairdo.
Should I sing it? Florida man bites his brother's penis off while he walks on to his brother, having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket. That's too much.
You're welcome. You're fucking welcome.
Great
changed.
pick. I got to remember that.
Florida man. Thank you so much. You've definitely opened my mind.
So I know memes.
This is why veterans fucking hang out.
Fucking A.
Damn, Florida's fucking hot as fuck, man. And when it rains at 5:30 every day, it
Yeah,
just
have you
even
been?
more
Have you ever
humid.
been to Florida?
Yeah, I've been to Orlando.
Okay.
Hanging
For reasons. For reasons.
picking up sailors.
Oh.
No, it was the greatest place to go to rehab.
Yeah, there you go.
Greatest place, dude. It looks like everyone in. Shawn, I can't. I can't.
Leave it sit. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, I can.
Yeah.
All right.
But no, from there I went on a ship,
Oh, I should.
and then I got to see the world, man.
A ship that had two of everything.
Should definitely have like two penises. Said 1, 2 penises before you. That's ridiculous. Shawn, what are you thinking about over there? You're staring off into space, looking confused. Butter. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's all over my mic. Well, this is
I guess you could say.
I'm just gonna keep, because I'm definitely not gonna edit any of this out. I'm gonna make the people at DV
can
Radio.
Can I tell you one story?
Because I'm pretty sure I've been talked to at DV Radio. They're like, now we're on. Now we know you smoke the marijuana. But that was years ago, and I'm hoping, hey man, things have changed.
Things have changed.
California,
You're right.
a little schneef.
Oh shit! That fucking man.
Will
Take
you-
that matchbook and get that bird.
God
off
damn it,
that
Shawn, you
sharp,
dropped it.
will you?
Do you have
I need a new sharp now.
Do you have any heroin? That was funny when I was behind the comedy store the other day. This lady is just like, so do any of you guys need gel tabs? And we're just like, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Go on. I love it. I love working at a comedy club and being around all these entertaining
Oh
people.
man, my fucking I realized a fucking.
Do you think comedy has been good for you as a veteran?
Hell yes, man. It's a release. It's a release, man. It definitely is a release.
Both of you, tell me about the first time you went on stage. You popped your little mic cherry. Tell me your safe word.
I went to the comedy store.
How many times do I have to blink again?
For torture?
Yeah.
Blink, 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 blink. Yeah, no. Where both? Because they were both here in San Diego.
Yeah, I was at the comedy store.
Mine was Madhouse.
Right. Oh, familiar. So how was your set at the Madhouse there in Devon? Do you remember it? How long were you on for? Alt lists?
Yeah, I alt list for. I think I did like 2.5 minutes, and I think I had 3 jokes that were way too long. and I cut him down way too quick. I was just spitballing.
Inexperience, yeah.
But 2 people laughed, and someone came up and said, "Hey, man, that was kind of funny."
That's enough. That's
And
all
then
you need to become a comic.
And then I started coming back. The only reason I went in there was because me and my friends, we were fucking sitting around, and saw it downtown, and we just wanted to try it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great story. And now you don't do it as you should.
saw the
In true
light.
comic fashion, it was
As
great.
you
It was
should.
either you stop doing comedy or you kill yourself. So, or you jerk off in a plant.
Yeah.
Either until you're not doing comedy anymore.
It doesn't have to be a plant, though.
Yeah.
Just-
It can be
just jerk off.
It could be a face.
Yeah.
Or someone's purse or a wallet.
Their pocket.
Their pocket eye. That's a
Coat
good
pocket.
because you have to actually put your penis into someone's pocket.
Somebody poured fucking
Without
beer in my leather
too-
jacket pockets one time.
Yeah, at least it wasn't butter.
Butter.
That's the most overused sound in this podcast.
This is why people think veterans are dysfunctional.
Well, we are. We put the fun in dysfunction.
I think we're highly functional. I'm a wildly successful comedian, sir. You are an axe-throwing champion, and this man just started wearing clothes just the other day.
You were there for that too?
Oh, man. It was rough, but you know what? It's going
Hey,
viral.
No, hey, therapy session this Thursday at 3, okay? We got you.
Yeah?
We're all coming together on that one.
A little therapy session?
Well, we've been trying to come together. We've got it almost in sync. Some of us have to start earlier than
and
others. Yeah.
I mean, 'cause you can't finish. It helps to look at each other in the eyes. Do you get that intimacy?
Yeah, that's how I keep it chubby.
It's funny. I was talking with another guest about like gay chicken because he was in the Navy and he was like, "Yeah, bro, if you fucking bring come at me with some gay chicken, I'll go all the way." Homoeroticisms.
We used to joke about that, Mile, and you like, yeah, me and Smith been playing gay chicken for 5 years, and now we're married. We have a kid.
We're moving in together. Oh, it's fucking.
We've
adorable.
switched off,
Nobody's blinked yet.
and you know what? I think we're gonna open a retirement together.
Yeah, dental care is great.
Our retirement is looking like Monte Largo.
I'm uncomfortable with this kind of talk.
You?
But hey, yo, it's just gay chicken. It ain't gay.
It's only gay if you smile.
It's not gay if it's family.
Wow, that was not funny.
Dude, so there was this.
You're an ass.
That-
Lick my log cutter, old man.
Guys, help me place this. Help me place. No, hold on. Help me place this joke real quick, because he was a local San Diego comedian. I can't think of it, but maybe you recognize the joke. He had this fucking great joke he would say at the mics all the time. It was, "There's no bigger whoopsie daisy than incest." So this is not my joke. There is a comic here in San Diego that had this bit, but I will try
Can
and
you
do
physically describe the comedian? Fat, thin, white, black?
thin white.
Thin white?
He was thin white.
Doesn't matter. It's not funny.
God, I don't even, because if I say it sounds like somebody and I'm wrong, but I have my guesses.
Dude, so.
But I won't publicly out people.
Not my bit, but if I could, it was just whole fucking up. I thought it was hilarious.
It sounds like a few guys I know.
So
but I don't
he-
want to.
Say it one more time. Maybe I
There's no
missed
whoopsie
something.
daisy like incest.
So what he says, he goes on.
essentially
No,
the
so
punchline?
he goes on and he goes. So I was talking to this guy I know that was a product of or was involved in an incestual relationship, and he went, "Hey man, I'm just gonna be real with you. What is it? Were you like touched as a kid?" And the guy goes, "Oh no, I just don't like meeting new people."
Okay,
Dude,
made the joke
that was
a
not
little
my joke.
better.
That is another comic's joke.
Sure.
But he's
fun to
here out of
dissect.
San Diego. He used to. I always heard at the Comedy Palace. And whoever he is, that's a fucking great
I'm
joke.
going to say that's Damian Pruitt.
No, it's not Damien Pruitt.
Shawn McCaw. No, I don't know. And I don't even know that it's good form. I like dissecting jokes. I think it's cool.
I thought it was a
especially if we don't
hilarious
know who it is. It's a good joke. It is a.
I think
it's
that's
not
cool to-
unfunny. Sean, what was the last joke that you heard outside of this podcast that because you were just at the Jeff Ross show and you're like, I saw you a couple times.
Oh
fucking
man,
laughing
I
your dick
love
off
Jeff
about
Ross. I didn't want to bring it up, but since you did,
What's that?
I actually got to fucking smoke pot with that fucker outside the club, man.
Oh, I don't think he. I don't think
That
you're
was-
supposed to. I don't think he. Everyone knows he's marijuana free. Oh, there we go. There's the construction of my masturbatorium in the background.
No, that man smokes a lot of marijuana.
Does he?
Yes,
What
he
makes you
does.
say that? Did he say that, or did he outsmoke you?
Because I smoked with him,
Uh-huh.
standing right by the Maserati.
You smoked with
dealership.
me. Can you milk me, Fokker?
Yeah. No, it was like fucking cool, man. Because he asked me to tell him a joke, and I told him a joke. He says, "You keep telling that joke. That's a good joke." So the first time it bombs, I'm fucking blaming it on the famous Jeff Ross.
Is he famous though? Really? Do we even know who this guy is?
Dude, I saw him at the Del Mar Fair one time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was he opening up for Steve Miller Band, or what's up?
No. It was actually a pretty low point in my life, man.
Sha-na-na.
I was at the Dish Network booth working, trying to make a living,
Naturally.
and it was the 4th of July, and I had an American flag suit on, and I was trying to get people to buy Direct TV or Dish TV, and then Jeff Ross walks by and goes, "Nice suit."
Naturally. I mean, why wouldn't you? But to be fair, how many other people did the exact same thing that weren't Jeff Ross? No one else said nice suit to you?
When it was a time when I was also still doing comedy very actively, so when you're doing that, it doesn't matter who else
Wait.
does it.
Was this like Kaboo?
It's the Del Mar Fair.
The Del Mar Fair, but it's
Yeah.
still not Kaboo.
I'm not sure what Kaboo is.
All right, it's a festival there, but they have like a comedy thing,
No.
and I feel like there was somebody outside the comedy tent in a uniform pitching stuff. So I just want to make sure I'm off base.
Nope.
Not the same incident.
Nope.
Not the same thing. Well, that's cool. So Jeff Ross liked your American flag suit. Were you like, yo, dude, I like your Christmas sweater? I don't know. What was he wearing? Trench coat?
A t-shirt. T-shirt, I think it was like a polo shirt or something like that.
I don't think I've ever been to the Del Mar Fair.
Oh, you're not missing out.
I went once.
What's
You're not
any good?
missing
No.
anything.
What's the coolest thing about the Del Mar
The
Fair?
food.
Leaving.
You didn't like any of the food?
Food and leaving.
I like fair food. As
It's
a
it's
fat
like-
guy from Vermont,
it's-
I enjoy some
Del
fair
Mar
food.
Fair is just like a fucking a walk-up fast food joint to me.
Dude, leaving.
Except it's expensive.
The best part about the fair is setting yourself up for fucking failure from day one to sit in that 5 North traffic on the Del Mar Fairgrounds, find parking, it's fucking hot, everything's overpriced, and then the best part about it is leaving. But if I have to go through all that to fucking feel that good of a feeling, I don't think I'm gonna be
Feel that good with feeling?
Yeah. It's okay to feel something sometimes.
Something inside you?
It's just a little Jesus juice.
You can blast that Jesus juice all over my righteous chest.
Do we have a protocol if he dies?
Get him off my property before the ambulance gets here.
I saw something yesterday with it said Jesus boner.
A Jesus boner.
And I guess that's what altar boys used to call what the priest did.
Jesus boner?
They could get a Jesus boner.
You guys ever have a no? You guys ever have a fear boner?
A fear? Have I ever been
Yeah,
so
when I was a
afraid of something
firefighter, I got a
boner?
boner.
Yeah.
You got a boner when you were a firefighter?
Oh fuck yeah,
Dude,
dude.
scared shitless, you fucking just pop a big
Fucking
ass.
A, man.
I've heard of Marines doing combat jacks.
Yeah, and everyone else who watched Generation Kill.
I've heard of it. I'm not saying I ever saw it or anything.
It was never mind. I'm being
No,
pretentious.
I know very much. Like Generation Kill was awesome. The book was great. The show was cool.
You're
One of-
pretentious?
But I
When
mean,
did
is
you
that a
come
thing? Is that a thing?
Dude, I mean, yeah, to an extent, it's a nickname for anything, but everyone jerks off when, every dude jerks off, so it's not that fucking
I mean,
hard.
imagine. I've heard of firefights lasting for 2 days. At some point or another, there's got to be a lull in the fight when a dude's like, Selena Gomez does it for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna think about that.
Might as
I
well
mean,
rub one out.
Some guys may or may not, you know what, get their last nut, so to say. And can you fault them? If anyone wants to say that's...
Hell no, you can't fault them.
Well, I just, I thought we were getting pretty masturbatory, and they're building my masturbatorium in the background.
Masturbatorium.
Yeah, I mean, well, where do you call it? Wherever you masturbate, just a bus stop or what?
I don't. I to me, it's like a tragic magic show when I masturbate because it comes out like little puffs of smoke.
Just,
I'm shooting powder, is what I'm saying.
just a.
Kids are gonna love it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure this show is very popular among preteens.
I busted my nut on my
Gen
girlfriend's
Y and
face
Zs.
last night, and she disappeared.
Are you kidding? I think the first time they heard you talking about homos, I think they
bailed.
I'm sure that we've got already like 1,000
Shawn.
awful Yelp reviews.
I have a perfect pickup line for Shawn.
Go on.
Hey, girl. Need help powdering your nose?
Hey, girl.
I like the hey girl.
That got me.
No, because it was pretty
got
slow. It was
me.
like
Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
hey girl.
Butter.
Butter. Butter. Hey girl. Every time I think about butter. Butter girl. Butter. Butter. Butter.
What the fuck?
There's no way I'm editing this episode, man. I won't. I'll be like, all right, because the guy I turned it into, DV Boner. DV Boner is here you go, Boner. This majesty is all yours. I guarantee you. I think they're gonna have problems with it. I hope they do. They won't. They're all. It's funny because they're such really good. Like they're such fucking. They're a weird lot down there at DV Radio.
Are they?
Yeah. Like I said, they run the DV farm, and I went out there to New Hampshire.
Are they veterans?
And castaways and pirates and
a few
my
a
kind
few
of fucking
folks from
crew, man.
a few folks from Nepal, if I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
little Sherpas.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's like they all have their own shows and DV Radio, and they all come together and been on
I
the
like
Barracks Talk.
strippers.
I think they do too. Who doesn't? Just hands real quick. Who doesn't like strippers?
Dude.
Who doesn't? I mean, do I like phrasing? I suppose. Who likes strippers? I like them. I'm a hands up guy. I'm pro stripper. You're a
I'm
halfway
pro.
up guy
I'm
there,
pro.
Devon. What's up,
I
man?
think-
Some little Philly break your heart?
No, dude, I just don't believe in paying for blue balls, man.
No, I don't mean fucking. I just like looking at them.
Sure, but like
Dancing naked ladies?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with profession.
men.
I'm just saying it's not something I'm not gonna go ahead and pay for blue balls.
No, me
man.
neither.
All right.
I've been to a strip club a couple
All right,
times.
so all
I
right,
should have
so
specified better. I like strippers off the clock
Okay, that's a prostitute.
on my cock.
Yeah, that's definitely a prostitute.
What about male strippers? How do you feel about beefcakes?
I don't
The
feel-
Thunder from Down Under.
I-
about
Dude,
I
get
don't
it?
feel
Yeah, yes, man, yes. But
Yes.
these girls trying to take yes, girl, yes from us. No, it's yes, man, yes. Go ahead and get it, dude.
Yes,
but,
man?
like, yes, man. I think wasn't Jim Carrey in that movie?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, man.
Yes, man.
I heard some gay guy go, "Yes, Queenie," and I was
Yes,
I was
Queen is
fucking dying, dude.
Dude, I think Brandon started saying that, or I don't know if he started saying that, but he said it once on stage the other day. It made me laugh. Brandon started saying that, or I don't know if he started saying that, but he said it once on stage the other day. It made me laugh.
Yes, Queen.
There's no way I can refute the gay community.
I love the gay community, man.
Well, I knew a couple when they were in. My foster parents were two gay guys, and one of them, he used to be in the Air Force, and he was like stationed in Okinawa. He always had really cool military stories, and that's one of the reasons when I was like my brother said join the Air Force, and I was like thinking, Jim had some really cool stories. They sound like he was a nurse. And that just makes sense, I was like, oh, so
See, my brother told me not to trust my mom, so I took that advice.
And what did your mom tell you to?
Nah, she tried telling me my brother got gay from drinking milk.
Oh, I thought she tried to tell you to join a different branch of service or something.
But-
and your brother was like, no, don't join the Marines, join the Navy. And mom was like, no, the
And
Navy.
this is all from gay milk.
Gay milk? Is that like one of those? Oh my God. Who's that guy that
Alex Jones.
gay aliens and
It's
stuff?
homogenized.
They're coming down here to take over.
The government poisoned it with homogenes. That's what my mom said. She was a dumb bitch.
You know your mom was, yeah.
She's dead.
God rest her.
No.
Okay.
Hope not.
Oh man, hope not. Well, that's pretty fucking cheery.
Yeah.
The back to Palestine.
I was gonna say abortion.
All right,
Abortion.
I'm all for
See
it.
this fucking scar?
Oh dear.
You see that?
It's
That's
attached.
a coat hanger.
It's attached to what?
That's a fucking coat hanger, dude.
Never.
3 days before I was born, my mom hit me with it.
That was from next door, man. In my masturbatorium, like that wasn't a rim shot here. That was a rim job over there.
I just like how we got that news and then a piece of metal dropping.
I know, man. Tragedy abound with dysfunctional veterans. When you're talking about there.
Damn,
Speaking of honorable discharge, we are brought to you by some Jameson and and a cup full of ice with the logo of Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
My buddy Vassal brought me
That's
that. He
pretty
was like
near Fond du Lac.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. If you know your Wisconsin geographies.
Yes.
And
Kenosha.
Yeah, like now that we've
Which is
offended all
just-
of
it's
the
just south-
southern red
it's
listeners
just
on TV
south
radio,
of
let's see if we can get the
Oshkosh
Midwest.
Bagosh.
Sean, I love you, dude, but you are the most grandpa stereotype I've ever met, man.
I know. Like, really, just like, oh, grandpa. We don't call them coloreds anymore. We can't. It's not allowed.
But no, I say that out of love. Like, I love this guy to death. Like, but goddamn.
I've never met anybody that doesn't like Shawn.
Let's back that up. What do you mean stereotype grandpa? What is your stereotype of a grandpa?
everything I was missing growing up, and I manifested into you, buddy.
Right,
and
like
we're special. You know,
They tuck you in and give you gifts, and then touch your
'cause
wiener.
See, now,
in the dark.
when I think of a grandpa,
Oh,
see,
God.
it's totally different. I'm sitting
God.
back, smoking a pipe.
Oh, God.
Get off my fucking lawn, you little brats. Shit like that.
Well, there's a lot of different types of grandpas.
let him go. Let him
Well,
go.
no. I grew up in a real industrial part of the fucking town, and everybody was a bitch.
Okay.
Everybody was fucked up, man. They beat their kids. They drank excessively, and everybody had fun, man. I turned out all right.
Yeah, I mean, when you're drinking and beating your kids, how can you not?
No, I mean, I'm not drinking and beating my kids, but I got past all that shit. I was
did,
like,
Oh,
fuck
you're
it,
just saying
you
you
know?
don't let your shit weigh you down.
yeah, it's not going to define me.
Well, when we meet,
So I try, like I said,
see
I
what you're
just try to
saying.
have as
Old
much
man.
fun as you can, man.
well, and that's the
And
old
that's
man
a stereotypical
grandpa stereotype.
grandpa
that-
advice right there.
Cheers, cheers.
Wow, that
You can really hear the shit out of that.
butter.
Oh, great. Now he's got a new thing. We've gave him a drum.
Don't give him anything to play with.
So what's all right? Well, and we're at an hour and a half. This is, that's the cool thing about honorable discharge is that it will take as long as it has to. So feel free to go on, but I just want to make sure that you guys
I'm
get
a true
chance to
veteran.
plug your
I've had to
shit.
piss since before I got here.
Do you need to use the restroom? Would you like to use the restroom?
I'll wait. I'm having fun, man.
But you're
Fuck that.
old. It'll hurt you.
No, it won't.
There's a restroom literally right over there. There's no shame in using one.
Where?
Air Force, I remember, you know what, we didn't get popped for drugs and shit like that. We were Air Force. They, he's eating a cockroach or something. I knew a
roach,
ton
alright.
of fucking guys got the boot for DUIs. Alcohol is always a big thing. Alcohol is always a big deal, and it's a big deal in any service, in any branch of service. It's a big deal in the veteran community. It's a big deal to the guy who's going to go home and drink a lot of beer after building my Masturbatory and ruining my fucking podcast. Next to beautiful Studio 395 out here in San Diego, folks. San Diego, folks, that's right. You're live with Shawn, McCaw, and Devon D. Devon Doane, right?
Yeah, don't.
Doane. We can say that. Doane.
Yo.
Don't leave out the last name. Hey-o.
I always tell people, as in, don't worry, no one knows how to say it.
Well, I like that. And so, and in your axe throwing and your branding and stuff like that, how do you want people to find you again? If there's someone was like, you know what, I like the cut of this guy's jib, I like his story, and I want to know more about his product, and I want to see pictures of his dick. How are they gonna find that?
Well, I would say if you want to know more about axe throwing, which is what I would always love to boost as much as possible, Axe Ventures SD on Instagram. That's AXEVENTURES SD on Instagram. You can see all our trick shots, our latest videos. Then you can get a link to our Facebook profile as well, which is just Axe Ventures San Diego.
Physically, where are they located in San Diego?
30th Street on North Park, so 30th and Madison.
Right on.
Yeah, so right when you get off the 805. And that's one of our several locations. So on the West Coast, we have here in North Park, we have Oceanside on 206 North Coast Highway. And then all the way up, if you're in the Bay Area, we have it in Berkeley on Telegraph Road. That was,
Slutty, dude, you know all the locales.
well, I opened them all, man.
Well, that's your shit. I love it.
I'm going to pop my collar after saying that.
Fucking CEO. From slutty veteran to CEO.
Not CEO.
Boy.
What about you, Shawn? Any shit you want to plug? How can people find you? You got shows coming up?
Yeah, I got some stuff coming up with Benji, and I'm not sure what it is yet, so I can't really put
Can't direct anybody
No,
there.
but other than that, I just do open mics. Nobody's really booked me yet,
I love it.
and
And so how long exactly have you been doing comedy? I've been,
oh God,
I've been at the store for just over a year, and I feel like I've seen you there for a majority of that.
about 2 years
Yeah,
steady,
yeah.
almost 2 years again. But I went to the Comedy Store like 16 years ago.
Yeah.
I told 2 jokes that usually get really good laughs.
Usually, like you've held on to them for 16 years, which are
Yeah, I've kept telling them. Well, I was telling them before that, but
that's
anyway.
a grandpa joke mentality right
Yeah,
there.
But no, even the fucking crickets didn't participate. So I fucking walked off stage as fast as I could. Somebody tried saying something to me, and I bolted out of there, got in my truck, and I didn't come back to an open mic until 2 years ago.
Wow.
And
But-
it was
and
at the
you've been at
Comedy
it.
Store. It was at the Comedy Store. That's my home, man.
Well, I mean, you also like the Palace, and like
Yeah, I love all the comedy places. I don't like the late night mics.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
can't do
not
that.
like New York City. San Diego's definitely got like its own kind of mic mentality, and I was fortunate, man. I'm so glad I got picked up by the store, because I kind of like, oh sweet, I live so close to the store. I've got a stage that I can perform on.
But yeah, I found I can do open mics every night
Yeah,
of the week.
when you can zip around
and-
on your little motorcycle.
On my scooter. But I
skid.
like watching comedy as much as
You
I
do.
do performing.
And that's one thing I appreciate. That's
Yeah.
one thing I appreciate about you.
I mean,
Have you guys seen Letterkenny?
Yeah, I love Letterkenny.
Oh.
You're made of all spare parts, ain't you, boy?
Your spare parts, bud. Have you seen Letterkenny, Shawn?
I'm out of spare parts.
Oh man.
Take
No,
that.
I have not. I have not seen.
Pitter patter, let's get at her. That's a fucking great show. It's just I don't know if it's going to become like a cliche thing to say, but like I grew up and you could walk to New York or Canada in 15 minutes from where my parents lived. And Letterkenny and like Trailer Park Boys remind me of like those little backwoods places along the Canadian border where I grew
What is
up.
Letterkenny? Is that the
Letterkenny's it's a show on Hulu. It's
Oh, I thought it might be the
a comedy.
dude from.
It's
what is
Canadian
that?
based.
What was the little Kenny got killed every episode?
South Park?
South Park.
Oh, Kenny.
Kenny.
Kenny from
Oh my
South
God,
Park.
you killed Kenny.
You bastard! I recently just rewatched the shit out of South Park. So Shawn, you have Netflix, but you're not like.
No, I don't watch television.
I thought you watched
At
like the
all.
Bundy tapes for your
Oh,
school.
fuck yeah, that was.
So you have to have had Netflix.
Anyone
I got
that says they don't
Netflix.
watch
I
television
have
is a
Netflix.
Okay.
No, I don't watch any of the TV shows. I watch the documentaries and I watch
stuff
the
like on them.
movies.
Okay.
But that fucking Netflix special on Ted Bundy dropped
Serial killers are like
It
abortion. They're
dropped.
super fucking hot right now.
when I had to do a criminal psychology class, and the first week I had to pick from one of 10 serial killers. My friend Shad calls me up and says, pick fucking Ted Bundy. He goes, I dated the daughter of the only woman who ever got away with from Ted Bundy.
Really? That's a weird.
And so I
because I just watched the
watching it.
tapes too, and I saw her in the documentary.
Well, I started watching
this guy
it,
dated
and
her
so
daughter, eh?
so
6 degrees of separation.
Dude, I was totally
right
gonna
there.
watch those tapes too, and then I went to the bar.
There's like 4 or 6 episodes. Well,
Did you have your removable cast?
No,
you know what you should do.
I can keep. I can.
Could
I
you
can.
help me put my canoe on the truck, please?
It's a Ted Bundy joke. He didn't see the documentary,
Oh.
Sean. The funny thing is you should take it to the bar. Take it to the bar, and if you meet a lady, then you can just say, like, I'm watching a tape about Ted Bundy. Do you want to watch it on my phone with me?
Dude was
So the
twisted,
bar.
man.
So the bar I go to here in San Diego,
Yeah, what's your bar?
Sidecar on Morena.
Ah.
These guys are fucking awesome. There was one. It's a super chill, like local place. Like
You used to have comedy there, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to do comedy there. But we watched Clockwork Orange
God, I feel like
in the bar with everyone there, and we were all just sitting there, just like bunch of It's just it's a fucking awesome atmosphere. But that's the kind of vibe. Like we'll
Just
just all
get real quiet.
Oh, everyone, and it's a
It's a chilling movie.
Oh fuck yeah!
they're but. Then we're all just sitting there laughing, like, and then the next night we watched like Dave Chappelle, all like.
That's kind of cool. I kind of want to do stuff like
Dude, check out Sidecar, man. Sidecar is the shit.
Well, I kind of want to do stuff like that at the Comedy Store, but I have to look into the practicality and like the legalities of like, can we do it at the Comedy Store where we're playing movies for people? Like, what are the copyright rights? Things like that. We're not just like a bar. It's kind of like the same way of like UFC shit, dude. Like not every place can just
because the way
air
that
what
the way
they
that
wanna
Sidecar
air
gets away
without-
with it is they have DirecTV's business pack.
Okay, so they're like allowed to do it.
But you might be able to too, because I know that.
I mean,
what's a what's the
right now? I
capacity?
mean, like the Comedy Store has my personal Netflix password. It's funny. If I go onto my TV right now, I can see whatever. Mostly, what they watch at the Comedy Store is, of course, comedies, and then some of the bartenders like to put on like nature shows, like Planet Earth and shit. After
Yeah, I
the
was
shift.
watching some of that one.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll put on at the Axe Ventures places. I'll put on People Are Awesome, like those series. I love those.
I was gonna say, like, Sean, what's your if you don't watch TV regularly, but you say you watch that's like your favorite background is documentaries and stuff. Like, what do you put on? Like, if you're doing laundry, do you have music on?
Music.
You have
Oh, music.
Right.
I gotta have
I'll be right
music
back, gents.
all
I'm
the
gonna hit the head.
time.
Right in there, immediately right.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like. With
If
that,
you're
yeah.
pissing in a bedroom with my wife and with her surgery foot up, you're easily in the wrong room.
Oh, I wanted to tell you the pool boy's giving her a massage right now.
That's
so don't
good.
bother
Good for
her.
him. Get him some sex.
Get you some.
Yep, immediately.
Hang her right.
Immediately, right. That's it. I also just try to keep the door closed because, my wife doesn't smoke pot with old biker guys and lumberjack axe throwers. I'm fairly certain she doesn't even enjoy the smell.
Really?
She's definitely not a reef rat, that's for sure.
Wow.
But it's great. So when we first got together, I was just like, oh yeah, I smoke. And if that's a problem, like, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
It's like what I do.
Yeah.
It's a thing, and I'm deliberately in California because it's a place that's very marijuana tolerant. I understand that not of the rest of the country feels. I mean, I get it. There's parts of the United States that are like marijuana. It's the devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Tennessee was like
Man.
that.
Mm-hmm. And that's a shame, and that sucks. But
North Carolina was like that. But every place else I went, except for Canada,
well, and like if you're on a
they
motorcycle.
kicked me out of Canada because
Did you ever get pulled over by Johnny Law when you're on your motorcycle out there? Or just easy ridering around?
Got pulled over one time, and the cop. It was in Maine, and the cop was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I misread the radar gun. That was for the vehicle that was in front of you. So you guys can go."
My bad.
That was it.
Well, that's
That was
pretty
it.
groovy.
But I did get fucking asked to never try to get back into Canada because I made a wrong turn, and
Where was this border crossing?
Niagara Falls.
See, I grew up next to the Montreal kind of location. You go in
I
from the
had
top of New York
I
there.
had no intentions of going to Canada.
You just like literally were trying to go as far
I
north.
was trying to go to the Harley dealership in Niagara Falls.
that's right. Because
There's
right there in
two-
Niagara
there's
Falls, it's
2 Niagara Falls.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Niagara Falls, New York.
And wouldn't you know it, they share a border.
Yeah, and when I Googled, I saw 2 Harley dealerships, and my eyes ain't so good. So I Googled directions to the wrong one. And once you're on the bridge,
Holy shit!
once you're on the bridge to go to Canada, you can't turn around. So they
This
searched
joint
me.
looks like a fucking smokestack
They
from
searched-
Auschwitz.
They searched me in fucking Canada
Weird fucking reference,
and
man.
told me never to fucking try to get back into their country because I reeked like weed because I had a fucking half ounce of some really dank weed stuffed down my shorts.
And you were in Niagara Falls, like
Yeah, I got it from some guy in Maine.
can't take weed.
Dude, I didn't know.
Canada.
I didn't know I was
They
going.
get super pissy about that shit.
See, you weren't
Ignorance
listening.
is not an acceptable excuse for breaking the law.
No, I didn't.
No,
Breaking the
law. Breaking the law.
Yeah, they didn't know I had the weed. They knew I had like a pipe and shit, and I just showed it to them. And
One of
they
the
were
first
cool
times I
with
ever
it.
did acid, I was in Canada. We took a field trip to the Notre Dame Cathedral, the one that's in Montreal. It's like a little mock-up of the one in Paris. And, it's like a 45-minute drive from my school and shit. And one of my buddies, his dad was a border agent. And we're like, I forgot that. And so I just brought like a couple of hits of acid for me and my buddies. And then we go there and we're like, hey, dude, homeboy's dad is a border agent. We're like, and so they're like, yeah, he's definitely going to come on the bus and say hi and stuff. So, like, a couple kids are fucking slamming weed brownies. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to get caught with acid at the
Yeah,
border.
he's just coming
Here we
on the
go.
bus to say hi.
So we snab it all, me and my buddy. And he's, oh, dude, it was great because it's Montreal. It's super cold. And he brought a Spider-Man mask. And he was like tripping balls. And so like after we go to this cathedral, we go to the IMAX theater. The IMAX theater movie is on roller coasters. So he's tripping balls in a Spider-Man mask. He's like, Spider-Man mask is my safety. No one can see me freaking out. I look like a hero to everybody else, but inside I'm really, really scared and terrified of roller
Dude,
coasters.
this tangent reminds me exactly the first time I met my dad's brother.
Yeah, really?
You remind me of my Uncle Jeff so much.
Oh man, Uncle Jeff sounds handsome.
No, he's a fucking punk. He likes to be called JJ. I don't give a fuck. Fuck
Uh-oh.
He
that.
likes to be called JJ.
I
It's
don't
getting
give a-
even more hillbilly now.
Oh, you gotta call
Oh,
him
yeah,
JJ.
please, Uncle
Uncle
JJ.
JJ.
Uncle JJ. No,
Not so deep.
Again, the safer is always harder. Hot butter.
butter.
I love it. So you rolled a really fucking solid cannon, and then you just unrolled it. What's that? Oh,
No,
look at this.
no.
All right.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, what's up, my man?
Do you want to know about a upcoming fight?
Absolutely not. Fuck off.
Hey,
All
tell
right,
us
go on. Tell us about this upcoming fight.
Is it
Between
the
two-
Tex Mex?
The Tex Mex.
What? What do I don't know. I've seen the.
I'm not a
I've
racist,
seen
but I
Tex-Mex
hate-
referenced
I
a couple
hate
times in the
Tex
past, like 2
Mexicans.
weeks on the internet.
That's been me and my buddy Drew.
Is that what is that? What's that
So
from?
Drew's from Texas,
Gotcha.
and I'm from San Diego. Mm-hmm. So
Home of the best fucking Mexican food on the planet.
Okay,
So-
go on. I think I got a little something to add to this conversation.
So I said San Diego Mexican food is the best. And
On the
then-
planet.
on the planet. And then Drew goes, no, fuck you, Tex-Mex is better. So we got into this spout, and me and Drew being actually longtime friends. Drew is also a vet himself. He was Army infantry.
I don't care if he was here right now. I'd beat his ass.
I'd punch him in the face.
I'd sock him right in the throat.
yeah,
Well,
fuck
here's
you,
what-
Drew. Fuck you.
Well,
Go
here's
on.
where it gets bad. Oh, God. I'm so going to be listening to this and playing this back on the
I'd
soundbite.
stab him with this fucking pen, man.
We've been
right
having-
the fucking eyeball.
The meme war that has ensued has gotten actually somewhat... it sounds douchey saying this, semi-viral. One of the memes
you
I
know,
made...
when I was in prison, I left a
No,
fork
no, no,
in
no.
a guy's
Hold on, hold
forehead
on.
for less than this Drew bastard.
Hold on.
We're going to talk about your prison time. We've got 4 more hours to go.
So,
Tell me about Tex-Mex.
So,
like I said, I've
made,
seen this repeated.
So I made a meme that says when someone tries to say San Diego or Tex-Mex is better than San Diego Mexican food, and it's that I'm sorry, is this some sort of peasant joke I can't or I'm too rich to understand? Mm-hmm. I shared that, I made that, and then sent it out.
You got
and
blood hurt.
It got like it's at one. It's almost at 2,000 shares. 90.3 has shared it.
Somebody in
90. Oh, that's awesome.
Somebody.
Good old San Diego radio station. 90.3. Everybody, you can
But-
find them on the internet.
so it's
when
got-
you're done listening to DV radio.
So it's gotten a shitload of references onto
Right.
it and shares.
It's been
and-
entertaining. That's for sure.
And the back and forth has just been legendary. But anyways, we're actually going to do something pretty epic with this at the end of it. We decided that there is no other way to solve this other than trial by combat. So me and Drew Norman out of Houston, Texas, will be fighting in November in a full contact MMA match with tickets proceeding out of Cali Cage Wars. And all the proceeds will go to Gold Star families.
God damn, dude, that's fucking cool.
That's a great cause. I get a fucking slutty boner over that. You're willing to fight another man over Mexican food.
When it comes to San Diego Mexican food and the atrocity that is known as Tex Mex, absolutely.
I love it. I love this man's dedication. You're a goddamn hero.
See, just another fucking reason for a wall.
You know what? And I'm going to support your cause.
Tex-Mexicans.
I'm going to support your cause. I'm going to when I get paid on the 1st, I'm going to give you 25 Ron Ripley dollars to support this cause because I was in Texas.
20 R. Ripley's?
I was in Texas, man, and they have this. They put queso on their tacos. They put queso, shredded queso.
Dude, so, all right.
Inappropriate, unless you're Taco Bell.
So out of the part, what I say is Tex-Mex is just very fancy, very fucking fancy Taco Bell and homemade chilies. That's all Tex-Mex is. Now,
I'm guessing that this was not well received.
oh fuck no. But here's the other thing. When I say rolled tacos, what do you think?
Taquitos.
Taquitos.
Tito's.
You know, and even then,
Taquitos.
if you're in San Diego, you order rolled tacos because that's what we know them as. But like in all reality, a taquito around here is something that you buy in the microwave section
Yep.
at Walmart.
Or 7-Eleven.
I'm not gonna lie, Sean. That joint tastes like a dead horse stocking. It's glorious. It's glorious.
Either way, they're like, you guys can't have good Mexican food. Rolled tacos, it's like the most whitewashed
Do you
thing.
know what it's like to border Mexico? Do you know what that's like?
Yeah.
San Diego? Do
So,
you
Drew-
know what that's like?
So Drew, the Texan,
Bring it on, Tex Mex.
the Texan is actually like one of my best friends. And it's been a good back and forth between the two of us. And it's going to be even better when I kick the fucking shit out of him.
Are you gonna break his
you're
jaw?
Progressive, dude.
Yeah,
you're
man.
friends with a Tex-Mexican?
Your slogan should be "You
Or
can't
is
eat
he a
Tex
is
Mex
he a
with a
Mex
jaw
Texican?
wired shut."
Is he a Mex-Texican or a Tex-Mexican?
How you gonna pick up your Tex Mex with broken fingers?
All I know is after I knock him the fuck out, I'm going to have my corner with a loaded California burrito loaded with sour cream and guac and just smash that shit right
Fucking
over his
A.
fucking face.
Okay, let me ask you this because you seem to feel pretty strongly about the issue. Wait, hold it. Let me ask you: adding bacon to a California burrito. What are your thoughts?
I think that is perfectly acceptable if that so be it. California
Could
burrito.
you call that a TJ California burrito? Like, because they have the bacon wrapped hot dog? I mean, is that disgusting? Is that bad? Because adding bacon to
Are
a
you
California
wrapping
burrito?
the burrito or is the bacon
I
just in the burrito?
I go to the burrito joint on my way home from the comedy store because it's like the only place that's open at like 2 a.m.
But are you wrapping the burrito in bacon or is the bacon
No.
in
The bacon is
And then
chopped
deep
up
fry
and
it.
part of like the carne asada.
No,
and
there's
the-
nothing.
and the
there's
sour
no,
and the guac.
that's
and-
no harm. That's no foul.
Is it okay?
That
Because
is-
I
That's
understand
okay.
it may not be a California burrito
It's
at that point
bacon.
because you've added bacon.
Bacon.
Well, bacon is
Okay.
it's
Here,
okay.
there-
I'm asking, does the presence of bacon change the name from a California burrito, or is it like could it be a TJ burrito, like a bacon
It could be.
bacon hot dog?
It could be. TJ's just part of San
TJ is
Diego.
you know, how's it going over there? Are you gonna drop the mic? Please don't drop the mic.
Sean, I think you loosened that a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely
I
pretty
didn't
loose.
touch it.
I could just
That is a bold-faced lie.
Sometimes-
We've
I
literally
mean,
watched
I didn't fucking unloosen it or
Sometimes
anything.
the
I'm just
vet
trying
of
to...
such apparatus is so heavy.
Shut up, you little fucker.
That was him. He's the
No,
German.
you fucking nitpicking me now.
I am not your mother.
If I was your mama, I'd smack your behind.
Leave me alone.
Here, I'll take care of it. Here I come to save. I'm Air Force, dude. I care about my gear.
You Marines.
You
with
never
fucking
use
lit
it.
Crayons and fucking.
Dude, you know there's an actual edible crayons company?
Of course there is.
Yes, there is.
They're called CREs, crayons ready to eat.
Oh, it's gonna be so loud and obnoxious.
Dude, the dude's a local Marine based here out of Lakeside.
There you go. I'm sorry if that was so loud in people's mic.
See, we had sea rats.
Did you have edible fucking crayons? Didn't think so.
Not in our sea rats.
Sitting there eating sea rats, going, "Man, this is so much better than K rats."
No, me and another friend went through all.
I don't know why you
the
guys
sea
eating
rats
fucking
and took
rats.
out all
Eat
the
crayons like a
cigarettes.
normal motherfucker.
Yeah, like a normal goddamn Marine.
You rat eating motherfuckers.
These fucking bullet sponges over there licking crayons and
Yeah,
shit.
them fucking guys. You know what we called Elmer's glue? Crayon sauce. Fuck y'all.
Crayon.
I love the fact that that's what the veterans will rip on Marines about is eating crayons and shit. The Air Force, they just call. I mean, like Navy guys are all gay, but like the Air Force, they just call us faggots. So I mean, they're really deep about that. They're so hateful, those Marines. But I love them. They're like guys you bring to a fight that you started.
Yeah.
And just, here you
And
go.
then leave.
And then you leave. You're like, okay, tap out.
See you, bro.
Tex Mex.
SD Mex, man. Dago Mexican food. That's where it's at. Dude.
You know what would make this podcast great is if I could get an Army guy on here and we just and a coastie. We make it 5 and get all the branches, the round robins.
Tell me when you want that done. I can get that done.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Oh my God, one of my buddies.
I don't want to be here if there's going to be a fucking army guy.
I got an Army guy.
Why? What do you think he's gonna put you right in the backpack?
Hey, I got a.
I've heard
Actually,
what they
you know
do.
what'd be fun? I know we didn't get a chance because Shawn was being, just a fucking asshole. But I'm just kidding,
Believe a
Shawn.
word of that.
When I was plugging Triple B, and let me actually give them a proper credit to what they actually are because they're a good organization. I want to make sure that they do get plugged. Those guys do a podcast, and I think you would dig being do a cross thing. But either way, Triple B is a outdoor veteran program.
I like that. It sounds like a. Well, I don't even want to say the organization that it sounds like, but maybe it's that organization done right.
Triple B Adventures on Instagram or Facebook.
So is it like if you were to look like spell the website?
TRIPLE.
Okay, so it's not BBB.
Yeah.
.com. Okay, it is
The word Triple
TRI.
B Adventures.
All right.
Thank you for pointing that out. I would have never thought about that.
Well, you never know. I mean, I want people to, if it's out there, it's helping veterans. I want people to be able to find it.
Exactly.
Well, it's funny when I started working with them. My old roommate, who I'm still friends with, we were talking, and I was like, "Hey, yeah, I'm going on a podcast with Triple B for Axe Ventures here pretty soon." And he goes, "Oh, Triple B, I went camping with those guys." And I'm like, "No fucking shit, small world." So they are a pretty good organization. They help veterans.
Are they? And I'm sorry, are they California based?
Yeah, San Diego. So San Diego is the best place. Southern California is what they cover, and they just provide the opportunity for veterans to go camp and get that therapy out there.
There's
and
a
also
lot of
have
cool shit to do outdoors in Southern California. Because
Dude, Mount Laguna.
Joshua Tree is accessible. Big Bear is accessible.
I sold my Jeep to a couple that takes, and they strip them completely down and they rebuild them mechanically to suit paraplegic and quadriplegic vets so they can go off-roading. Ain't that fucking cool?
That's fucking badass.
Listen, Shawn,
You hitting the dick?
I don't want you to be careful out there.
I want you to do me a favor. I don't want you going out there today.
You sounded a wee bit Irish there.
Irish or Irish?
You sounded fucking retarded like a fucking Irish. Why is that fucking
fucking short.
I'll be lucky, Charles.
It's all fucking
Meningitis and a cunt to lick us.
Irish,
Shillelagh all over you.
Oh, that's dumb. We're dumb. I love this. I can't believe this is my job. This is just something I do when I'm not telling dick jokes. So I mean, hey, how great is that?
I don't tell dick jokes.
You don't. Well, I mean, you talk about your brother's dick.
No, I don't.
You literally did.
I talk about my brother being gay.
Well, you should.
What does he do? How is he gay? Is he gay with his finger? Or is he gay with his?
Yeah, is his finger gay?
He's dead.
Are his toes gay?
Or is his dick gay?
He's
Yeah.
dead.
How gay is his
He's
hair?
dead.
Okay, we'll back
He's
up.
fucking dead.
Why is your whole family
He's
dead?
fucking dead, dude.
Why is your whole family dead? His whole family. His whole family's gone. He's got
Fucking
nothing.
A, almost.
Dude, Shawn, would normally have the most but you're old.
No, I'm not.
God damn it, you're not. He's actually not that old. He's a young soul,
I'm only 59.
and he's 12 at heart. That's why we love him.
No, I'm 12 in mentality.
So 17 at heart.
No, I'm still 59 at heart.
They killed him,
It's ready to
Gilbert.
go. It's ready to go any day. I've had most of my heart ripped out with an ice cream scoop by women, so that's why I'm single.
Was it the
Interesting
big
cho-
scoop?
Interesting choice of weaponry. I get the symbology or symbolism of that.
Remember
but-
when fucking what's his name there? Professor Snape was gonna take out Robin Hood's heart with a spoon. He's
Yeah.
like, Robin Hood,
Did you just say?
I'm going to cut out your heart with
You're
a
setting up.
spoon.
You're setting up bait.
It's not bait.
Because I know.
What's his name?
'Cause I know-
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Alan, hello.
Because Snape didn't.
Hello, cowboy.
Snape didn't. Snape was not with Robin Hood. I'm not falling for that. Bait.
I'm going to cut out your heart with a spoon, Mr. Potter. See what I'm doing there? That's a Kevin Costner pull. Dude, it's fucking the look he just gave me. He's like, what the fuck, dude? I didn't know we were talking about Waterworld. Still, oh, man.
I hate how accurate that was.
Oh, dude.
Waterworld, dude, like.
Paper. Nothing's free in Waterworld.
That was kind of a...
That was a great film. Dennis Hopper riding in on the fucking Exxon Valdez, just smoking cigarettes on jet skis. That's
Fucking
amazing. Most expensive Hollywood fail ever.
The
I
smoking
fucking love
lamp
that
is
film.
lit aboard the ship.
Oh, I love that film. That's so good.
I just want
Dry land is not a myth.
I like the little crazy dudes on the jet skis, man. They were funny.
Dude, I just love jet skis. I was out
They
jet skiing
die
fucking
funny.
last week.
In Orlando?
No, here in San Diego.
My wife and I got married. We rented jet skis in Coronado. We would like tooling around under the Coronado
Like in the
Bridge.
wedding dress and everything?
No, that would have been pretty slutty. But we did, we played it safe.
Is that expensive?
It's not cheap. Because you have to like put a deposit down. I'm good with that. It's kicking my dick. Yeah, you got to put down the deposit.
My
and
lungs were bigger, or my eyes were bigger
bigger than
my
your lungs. I mean, your lungs hide so well behind that beard. Have you ever thought of just being a Stoner Claus at the Horton Plaza during the December month?
Last time I said ho, 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 there was fucking lawsuit pending.
I blame the schools.
Yeah, they should never invited me.
Yeah.
Oh. Well played. Like, well
Slinging.
played. Not even mad. Well
Slings.
fucking played. Well played, Shawn. Well
Back
fucking
and forth,
played.
and it looks like it's a game set match.
I'm not going to lie. They had us in the first half.
Oh, there's only 3 more quid to go. Well, shit, man. What else? What else you guys want to talk about? Grumpy Cat died last week. That was bullshit.
I just want to back up to the fact that Drew Norman out of Houston, Texas is going to get his ass fucking smashed in November.
That fucking Tex Mexican fucker.
And San
What
Diego
does he look like?
Mex
Does he look like?
Dude, actually, I got to give credit to Drew. He's growing
Mexican.
a fat-ass mustache and a mullet. He's going fucking power 80s.
You got to bring some
you
heat
say a
to
mullet?
that look game.
I had a mullet.
You have a mullet on your face. You have like a reverse mullet.
Yeah.
You're like a bald.
Dude, is a beard just a reverse mullet?
Could be.
I don't know, dude. That's fucking termites on Noah's Ark right there.
Oh, shit. Something to ponder.
Something to ponder.
Gonna have to research that.
I like that. How are you gonna? How you gonna say the termites on Noah's Ark? What do they eat?
Noah's Ark.
That is kind of funny. All right, I'm gonna
Noah
call it.
was a
I'm
drunk.
gonna call it. You guys are fucking boring the shit out of me. Oh,
You're
but you know what? It's almost 4:20. You guys want to Smoke one more little smoky smoke. We'll see what we can make happen. No.
420.
Is it 420? I don't know. No.
Well, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Oh
back
man, I
at you.
think we're. Yeah.
I didn't get to tell you my hashish story though.
I think we should end on the hashish story at 420.
I would love to end
Because
on the hashish
well,
story
I'm
at 420.
looking at your Coca-Cola bottle collection,
Okay.
and it looks like you have one there from like China or something.
Yeah,
Japan.
I've got a China and a Japan.
Well, I
I
have
also
one.
see London.
I have
Yeah.
one from Egypt.
Okay. I
And-
just collect them if they have some different kind of symbol
Yeah,
that tells
and
you
the
that it's
one from
obviously from a foreign
Egypt
country.
was in,
Right, they've probably got Sanskrit,
Yeah,
hieroglyphics.
you read it from
what is that? What
you read it from right to left.
Braille.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
But no, it was Sanskrit or whatever it was, fucking Italian. I don't know. It was in Egypt.
Okay.
And the way I got it was
Because that's what you were smoking hashish out
no,
of?
they fucking take. They have handsome cabs like they got downtown.
Handsome cabs?
They're called handsome cabs, yeah,
Like
because
they-
they're horse drawn,
Okay.
which
And
makes
that's
them a handsome cab.
That's handsomer
Yeah.
than
Majestic.
McCaw, bestiality
that's handsomer than a
confirmed.
cat cab.
But
That's
I was
just
sitting
really
on one,
ridiculous looking.
getting ready to go into. I was going into town, and this fucking. I'm looking one way,
Going into the handsome cab.
and this dude jumps on board and looks at me. He goes,
On the handsome
Joe,
cab.
Joe, because
He called you Joe.
Yeah, all GI, all Navy, all
Oh,
GI.
Joe.
Everybody's a Joe.
Gotcha.
On the handsome cab.
Yeah, on the handsome cab. He says,
Instead of a John,
he
you're a
says-
Joe.
He says,
Joe John.
well,
Only on the handsome
not in
cab.
Egypt. There are no Johns in Egypt.
No whores? There are no whores in Egypt.
No. That's death, dude.
For whoring?
Yeah, let me tell you the story.
All right.
On
So-
the handsome cab.
I'm on this handsome cab, and this handsome stranger jumps on board.
On the
and
Who's
says-
not a whore.
And says, hey, handsome Joe. No, he says, hey, Joe, you do drugs? And I'm like, fucking A, I do drugs. He goes, come with me. And
Better than whoring.
well, he jumped.
On the
We
handsome
jumped
cab.
off the fucking handsome cab and went into what we called the gut,
As is tradition.
which was like fucking ghetto, man. There were no doors on these fucking houses.
To confirm, Shawn McCaw busted into the guts of the handsome cab. Go on.
There were no fucking doors. They had fucking curtains.
There were no doors.
They had curtains. And
Just a
these,
curtain.
These were just like you'd see
Meat
on
curtains?
on television. They were all connected, mud. It was
Okay.
made of mud and shit.
Right.
Yes,
Very,
mud.
very stereotypical
Oh, fucking-
Indiana Jones-ish Egyptian
Yeah,
looking neighborhood.
exactly. Indiana
Right.
Jones. That's exactly what
Steven
I was thinking of.
Spielbergian, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
okay.
And kind of fucking Star Warsian too.
Okay.
Star
Tatooine-ish.
Warsian.
Oh, the fucking people were.
I like that
odd-looking.
word, Star Warsian.
Star
Star
Warsian.
Warsian. Steven
I just made that up.
Spielbergian.
I just made that up.
Dude.
But anyway, he takes me into this fucking house, and it was just like 2 rooms, and there was about 8 guys sitting around this fucking hookah pipe.
Was one of them Harvey Weinstein? That sounds like this is where that's.
No,
where
they
it's
were all
going.
they were all Egyptians. There
Natural.
was only 2 people there that spoke English.
You and
The guy who the handsome guy off the handsome cab.
cool. So this is like drinking snake's blood is about to happen.
Yo, Ron,
Well-
he's fucking with us. This is the plot from Secondhand Lions.
No, man, they're smoking fucking hash.
He's in Egypt. He's with his brother.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're smoking hash.
Secondhand Lions.
And I am not kidding you. The
Fucking.
hookah was sitting on top of a cloth covered what I thought was
He's
a
still going with it.
table.
We both know it's Secondhand Lions.
I can't believe
was-
I just am walking in.
It was 2 feet wide by about a foot tall and a foot wide. And it was a block of hash, dude.
Okay.
They lifted up that fucking tablecloth and broke a piece off, threw it on that fucking hookah, poured some hot coals on top of it, and the guy next to me who had silver hair, he saw me choking on the fucking...
Remember in Secondhand Lions?
On
when-
the-
No, I don't think I've ever seen the film.
What? For real?
Never seen that film.
I've been a hook, line, and sinker this whole time.
You've never seen Secondhand Lions.
He had a picture when he was in Italy.
Yeah.
He
Robert,
established credibility early on in the
Robert Duvall played my part.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? He's literally quoting Secondhand Lions. He just changed gold bricks with heroin.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's a true story, man.
Oh.
No, and then he's gonna meet the princess. You're
But
never gonna know. And then his
I-
nephew's gonna come around. He's gonna clean
You know,
up
if
the
he'd have
pit.
been like, you know what, you want to hear a story? My entire life, I always wanted to be a gangster. I'd have known what he was doing. Oh no, I've never seen. So,
No, man.
what's
seriously.
Secondhand Lines about?
everything you just heard. He literally just spelled out the plot for you.
I wasn't really paying attention.
No, really though, I got a kilo of fucking, or a half a kilo of fucking,
you sandbagging
of Lebanese
son of a
fucking
bitch.
hash
In
All right.
secondhand lines, it was
for Italian
gold.
porno magazine.
You know what?
He's gonna have a nephew. They're gonna get a pet lion. You're gonna fucking love the movie. It's a
Okay,
great
fuck
movie.
you guys. I ain't finishing this story. It was a good story.
You know
You're
what?
a good story.
My name's Ron Ripley, and I love a fucking good story. I'm gonna call that the end of this fucking episode. Take that. I don't need that. We've been talking about butter. We've been talking about axe throwing. This has been Honorable Discharge. My name is Ron Ripley. I'm hanging out here with Shawn, McCaw, and Devon, Doane. Thank you
See
so
a
much.
vet that needs help, help them.
Yeah, great time to pitch that. Right as the audience gets cued in. Our very live, very real studio audience. Again, my name's Ron Ripley. This has been Honorable Discharge, Dysfunctional Veterans Radio. Thank you guys so much for being here, man. This
Thank
has been
you.
so much. I can't wait to do this again.
Thank you. This was
You
fun.
guys are definitely welcome back.
This was fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
this was a blast.
Yeah, man. Shawn, yeah, feel free to show up next time. Thank you.
TV Radio.